Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Goddess of Swords, with your girl, Mona Lisa Adonis. Now, if you all hear noise in the background, it's a Labor Day holiday tomorrow and people are already in celebration mode. So please excuse any noise or any disturbances that you hear. Also, if you are new to my channel, welcome to my social family, and I appreciate you. And in case if you didn't know, well, I've lost over 90 pounds so far. I'm still on my weight loss journey, and I offer tips, tricks, hacks, and give suggestions about health, weight loss, anything in that category. So if you are interested in finding out more about this, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future videos. Thanks so much, guys. Now, if you guys have been following me, I am really on the topic of getting rid of this Fupa that I have. And if you don't know what a Fupa is, it's basically your lower stomach, that pouch, that little pudge that women tend to have at the bottom of their stomachs. That's really hard to get rid of. So, based on my research and videos that I've watched about how can we remove this little Fupa pouch at the bottom of our stomach, I am going to share with you the tips or information that I have gathered. And this is if you want to start working on it and seeing results within a week's time, okay? Now, one of the things that I saw or heard was that we have to maintain a high protein diet, all right? We have to maintain a high protein diet when we are working on getting rid. So whether you are vegan or not, we have to plug in those proteins and make sure that at least they are incorporated within every meal. Also, another thing that we need to do, we need to eat lots of fiber. And by all means, getting in those veggies, those fruits, making sure that we have all that fiber in our diet is very essential. Another thing that I have discovered is that we need to cut back on our salt intake. Now, being from the Bahamas and in the Caribbean, you know we like our soul food season now. We don't use a pinch of salt. We go and we shake like our ancestors taught us to shake. So we gotta make sure we taste that salt in our food. But if we want our stomachs to get flatter, we have to cut back on our salt intake. Okay, it's imperative. This will help reduce the size of our lower stomach. The food thing that many of us struggle with is carbs. My gosh. We like our peas and rice. We like our French fries. Some of us like our pasta. And then there are those who like the bread. Guys, if we want that flat stomach, if we want that Fupa gone, if we want to see the fat melting from that area, we have to cut back on the carbs. And listen, I am talking to myself. Now, I'm not really that much of a carb person, like in terms of I have to have bread or I have to have, my carbs would come in with sweets and the sugars and with the cookies. That's my that's my struggle right there. But we have to cut back if we want to see some reduction in our food. We have to cut back on those carbs. Another thing that we need to do is cardio. People think laying on the floor doing ab work is it. Cardio is people tend to think that doing ab work is all that you need to get rid of stomach fat or Fupa fat. No, it's actually cardio. Plug it in the cardio, because you're gonna build muscle, and all that muscle is going to do is going to be hard underneath all that fat. So in order to reduce fat, cardio is the number one exercise in fat reducing, in dropping the Fupa. So guys, we could build all that muscle all we want, but if we're not getting in the cardio, we won't see the results. We're just going to have hard muscle underneath that fat, okay? So I just want to express that. Also, we need to cut back on the alcohol, the alcohol consumption. Now, I'm not much of an alcohol drinker. I drink occasionally. Well, because that's just me. Like, I'm a social drinker. I'm not gonna have a wine cellar, or I don't drink wine with every meal. That's just not how I am. I'm just more of a social drinker. So when I'm out there, yeah. But considering that it is a Labor Day holiday and we have this long weekend, we want to work on our Fupa. That means we have to cut back on the amount of drinking we're doing. Do not go to the refrigerator and take a few sips throughout the day. Stop it, ladies. Well, for men, well, cut back on the bears. But in order for us to be successful on our weight loss journey, and especially when we want to target that stomach area, we have to put in the work, and we have to make the sacrifice, and we have to hold back on the things that we love to enjoy so much. So even though, like I said, Labor Day is this weekend, I just want you to think about your goal. I want you to think about, that's just basically it. Like, these are just some little short tips that you can do to get rid of your fupa, and if you want to see the fat melting off of it. Now, if you haven't tape measured yourself, I suggest that you get a tape and start measuring your fupa, because we want to see those inches drop. Okay, so just a reminder, eat plenty fiber, eat a high protein diet, cut back on carbs, especially the refined carbs, reduce your salt intake, do cardio, and yes, drink lots of water, and cut back on the alcohol, especially this weekend, guys. Okay, so think about that for when you put the beer bottle or wine bottle in your hand, or even have that mixed drink. All right, thank you so much. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and if you have supported, I appreciate you. I see you guys in the next video. Bye.